Welcome to the fourth video in this series, and in this video we are going to be tackling concentration in moles. Okay, so what is concentration? In chemistry, concentration of a solution is the quantity of solute that is contained in a particular quantity of solvent or solution. So, quantity of solute, important, okay, dissolved in a quantity of solvent. So what this is a ratio. Concentration is a ratio between the solute and the solvent. Okay? So, very important to note. As a ratio, this ratio will be constant. Okay? Which means that it will not change. So, how do we calculate concentration? When it comes to concentration, we can use a number of different criteria. So the first one is an equation, okay? Concentration equals moles divided by volume. But here, the units are a little bit funny because the unit for volume is decimeters cubed or the liter, okay? In fact, in chemistry, or 1 liter. In fact, in chemistry, because we normally, okay, have concentrations in the liter region, okay? We don't use the milliliter or centimeter cube because it's too small, and we don't use the meter cube because that would be too big. So we use it as a meter cubed, okay? So concentration equals moles over volume. What this will result in, okay? Let's say we have 2 moles in 1 liter. So the concentration would therefore be concentration is equal to 2 over 1, which is equal to 2 moles per decimeter cubed. So what we do is that every time we see something like this, we can then say 2 moles in 1000 centimeters cubed, or 2 moles in 1000 milliliters, or 2 moles in 1 liter. And then we will be using simple proportion to work from here on. Okay, and then we will be using simple proportion to work from here on. So as soon as you see something like that, it's going to be 2 moles, okay, in 1000 milliliters. It will be 2 moles in 1000 milliliters. And this would be very, very important. So let's look at a couple of examples. Calculate the number of moles of H2SO4 in 50 centimeters cubed of 0.5 molar solution. So we see that we have 0.5 molar solution. So that means we have 0.5 moles in 1000 centimeters cubed. That's what it means, moles per decimeter cubed. So how many moles in 50 centimeters cubed? And this will be 50 divided by 1000 times 0.5, which is going to be equivalent to 0.025 moles. And the answer would be 0.025 moles of H2SO4. Okay? We can go to example number 2. Calculate the mass of KMnO4 in 25 centimeters cubed of 0.02 moles per decimeter cubed solution. So here we are required to find the mass. But to find the mass, okay, the first thing we need to do is to find the moles. So we have 2 steps: find moles, B, find mass. Okay, so we need to work 2 steps So A, find moles. So we're gonna start by seeing how many moles we've got in 25 centimeters cubed. So it is 0.02 moles in 1000 centimeters cubed. How many moles in 25 centimeters cubed? And this will be 25 division by 1000 times 0.02, which is equal to 0.0005 moles. Once we find the number of moles, then we can find the mass. So 1 mole KmNO4 is equal to, okay, 39 plus 55 plus 16 times 4. Remember, these numbers are the RAM, the relative atomic mass, which we can find from the periodic table, okay? So this would be a total of 158 grams. So 1 mole of KmNO4 is equal to 158 grams. So 1 mole equals 158 grams, 0.0005 moles is equal to how much? So that would be 0.005 times 158, which is equal to 0.079 grams. And your final answer is that. I highly recommend that in a question like this, you should always, and I'm emphasizing the always here, okay? Plan and then write section, okay? When you have a longer question, always plan ahead. In example 3, we have what is the molarity of 1.06 grams of H2SO4 in 250 centimeters cubed of solution. So I have here, we have something slightly different, as here we need to find the concentration, but we have the mass. And for concentration, we know that we need to use the moles. So A is going to be similar, find moles, but this time B will be find concentration. Okay, so here we're gonna start first A, where we need to find the number of moles. So we need to find 1 mole H2SO4 is equal to 2 times 1 for hydrogen, plus 16 for sulfur, plus 32 for sulfur, plus 16 times 4. And this is equal to 98 grams. So 1 mole is equal to 98 grams. How many moles is equal to 1.06 grams? And this would be 1.06 divided by 98, which is equal to 0.108 moles. Do not round up to 0.1 because that would be too rounded up. Then, once we found the number of moles, we can find the molarity or concentration. Okay, so B. And here we can say that 0.108 moles is equal to 250 centimeters cubed. How many moles are equal to 1000 centimeters cubed? And it would be, apologies for that, and this would be 1000 division by 250 times 0.108, which is going to be equal to 0.432. So the answer is 0.4, let's write it neater, 432 moles per decimeter cubed. Okay, so here, just pay attention that you manage to do, you have all the steps one after the other. Having the steps one after the other is pretty much something that is very important, and that will help you and save you a lot of time when you get to harder questions, when you get to harder problems. Okay, this will save you lots of time. I will see you for the next video. In the meantime, you have the worksheet, okay, in the comments in the description section. So please go on and work those out. If you have anything, do not hesitate to ask and contact me. Thank you, and I'll see you for the next video.